Hey, it's your girl B.Reel, and I thank you so much for joining me for another moment in the meantime. I hope and I pray that your day has gotten off to an amazing start. And if it hasn't, it's cool because you still got all day for everything to become exactly what it is that you hope it's gonna be. So your girl spent 2 weeks not doing the moments in the meantime. And it doesn't mean that I didn't think about y'all every single day, because I did. But I just wanted to sit down, get some thoughts, get some insight, and see exactly where we're going with this thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that we should ever just be doing stuff without any type of direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, where we going? And because I love it. I think, it's like they've been cool. But I wanted to get sound direction on everything. And so, yeah, here we are. What is it, September now? So happy September, because I haven't had the chance to say that to you all. Happy September. It's the 9th month of the year. And I just want to encourage you all that you still got time this year. I don't know if y'all are the types to be into resolutions and all of that, but if so, if you set a goal for this year, if you had a resolution, or you just wanted to do something dope, whether it was lose 82 pounds, it's okay if you haven't lost the 82 pounds yet, but what you're gonna do to at least see if you can lose 2 before the year out. Just start somewhere, get something done. I know a big win for me over the past 2 weeks that we haven't talked is I finished the book. And I know y'all looking like, what you mean finish the book? Y'all, I had to start completely over and finish it. Scratch everything you already put in this book. Delete, Control Alt delete it all, sis, and start over. So I had to do that within these past 2 weeks, but it was the most humbling experience, and it was a lot of fun to really just hear the book happen. I wasn't trying to make a concept come or anything like that. It was literally like the Father is just speaking to me the words to say, and I was just putting it in the book. And so it was just while I'm writing, I'm reading, and I'm like, oh, okay, amen, God, that's what's up. So anyway, the point of all that was just to say that God, He is doing amazing things, and you just have to have your eyes open to see what those things are. Bro, He's doing some great things. One thing that also happened, and I've mentioned this, but I became a certified life coach, and it was I guess it was a thought, but it was I don't know. I'm kind of random. So sometimes I just do stuff and be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. But God was like, no, I really, this is for you to use. This is a thing. And if it weren't something that I intend for you to use, I wouldn't have told you to take time to actually become certified and all of that. He put stuff on hold that I was doing so that I could do this course. And so I'm like, all right, God, that's what's up. And so one thing that He revealed to me was that He wants me to really dive into the full manifestation of peace, joy, and confidence while in the meantime. And so that's the direction. And because I said I started off praying okay, God, what is the direction of Real Talk today? Okay, I don't want to just be doing anything aimlessly. So what's the direction? And He told me that is the direction to ultimately manifest peace, joy, and confidence while in the meantime. So we've mentioned before about being in the meantime, and I think it's so paramount or so important for us to really understand that in the meantime, it's not just a book. I hate the word movement. I really hate the word movement. But it's not just a book. It's really just this overall place of just being. When you're in the meantime, it doesn't necessarily, like, it can be relationally. For me, it started off strictly relationally, but over time, it has just developed into so many things. So if you're in the meantime, you can literally be waiting for a relationship. You can be waiting on your spouse. You can be waiting for God's promise to be manifested in your life. You can be waiting to start a business. You can be waiting to have children. Just whatever it is that you're waiting for, like just that space between what God has told you and the manifestation of that thing. That is what we consider being in the meantime. So these moments that we have in the meantime, God has just really placed in my heart that we would focus on the manifestation of joy, the manifestation of peace, and the manifestation of confidence while in the meantime. And so it's so many principles that are aligned with those manifestations. And so the one thing that just really came to my heart to really just say to you today, and our affirmation for today is just going to be, even when I lose, I win. One of my favorite songs by Fantasia is Lose to Win Again. And y'all ever felt like y'all wrote a song and then like somebody else come out with it, you hear it on the radio, you be like, I wrote that. But then it's like, sis, no, you didn't write that. Let me tell you something. I used to legit, me and Keisha, we used to always be like, you know what? I'm going to just keep losing until I win. I'm going to keep losing until I win. Then all of a sudden, Fantasia comes out with this amazing song, Lose to Win. I'm like, bro, I wrote that. Can I get my credit? And it's just like, actually, Brittney, you did not write that. But it's been a concept of which I have lived by for a really long time, like lose to win, lose to win. And so just while in prayer for the past couple of weeks, the main thing, the first thing that God was really just pressing upon me is that even when you lose, you win. So even when you lose, you win, it means that you really never lost. You understand what I'm saying? I remember at my cousin's funeral earlier in the year, the preacher preached along the same lines and just basically saying you can never lose. You know what I'm saying? And so in thinking about that, I can't lose. Sometimes we face unfavorable situations. Sometimes we face results that we really don't care to experience. But the Father is always a step ahead. He's always a million steps ahead, to be honest, because he knows the end, like he knows the full story. And so a lot of times he tells us the end, but he doesn't tell us what the middle is gonna look like. And so it's just knowing, like there's just this knowing that like I literally cannot lose. Like that didn't go my way. That didn't go according to my plan, but it just me. And so I'm being rerouted this other way, but that doesn't mean that the reroute was never God's intention in the first place. It just means that it wasn't my intention. And so one of the first things when it comes to manifesting joy and manifesting peace and manifesting confidence is just knowing that you cannot lose. There is absolutely no way possible that you can lose, because Romans 8:28, it simply says, I don't even want to say it simply says, but I guess it simply does say it. But anyway, Romans 8:28, it boldly tells us like that all things are working together for the good of those who love God and have been called according to his purpose. And the truth is, we love God. And the truth is, we have been called according to his purpose. So the truth is, everything is working together for our good. Like literally, all is a 3-letter word, but it encompasses so much. All literally means everything. So there is nothing that can happen. There is nothing that we can face. There is nothing that can catch us by surprise that would really be bad to us, because it all works for the good. And so if everything is working together for the good, that means that even when you lose, sis, you winning. You understand what I'm saying? And so like that's just our affirmation for today. Like, and I want you to say it like all day. Say it and mean it and share it with somebody. Like, even when I lose, I win. And if you see somebody having a bad day, you see somebody struggling, you see somebody low-key about to get depressed about something, it's your responsibility to help them manifest joy, manifest peace, and manifest confidence in the fact that no, sis, no, bro, you have not lost. So even when you lose, no, you're actually winning, because you're just being rerouted to the victory place, the victory lane, the victory, what's it called? The little, when you run through the tape at the end of a race, the finish line, that. Yeah, so it's just kind of like, understand that like you just can't lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about like literally taking ourselves out of the equation, taking our feelings, taking our emotions out of the equation, taking our preferences out of the equation, and just say, God, this is your life. God, this is your move. God, this is your word that you spoke over me. So manifest it the way you want to, perform it the way you want to, get out of the way. And I believe that's what unfavorable circumstances have come in my life and in your life to do, to just like get us to a place of full humility and just say, okay, God, you got this. I simply do not. So yeah. And so in recognizing that, even when I lose, I win, I believe that is our first step to like manifesting peace, manifesting joy, and manifesting confidence. So that's what it is today, guys. We're going to talk more and more and more about it in the weeks to come. But that's just what it is. If you have not followed me on Instagram, please go ahead and do that now at B.Reel. If you put REAL, you're not going to find me there. So go ahead and follow me now on Instagram. On Instagram is where I just pretty much post there first. I post updates there first. And it's just the place to follow me at, okay? Also, if you are devoted to this In the Meantime family and you want affirmations and updates and everything first, like even before the podcast, then I need you to text ITMT to the number 31996 and join the ITMT family. And that's really all you got to do, guys. So in the meantime, just remember that you are loved, you are chosen, you are beautiful, and you are enough. And I think you kind of dope too. That's what it is. Have an amazing day. Bye.